4 years that I was at Union College have been the hardest 4 years of my life. Kind of at the beginning of my sophomore year, I started struggling with anxiety pretty bad. It's so interesting because that experience, while it's the worst experience that I've had to deal with, I had the opportunity to talk to other people going through similar situations that I never would have had. Because I was able to open up about my struggles with anxiety, it just kind of immediately lowered that person's guard to where they could just take a deep breath and be like, oh my goodness, like same, like exactly the same, and we're able to just share what they were going through. And I know how that feels because other people have done that for me, and it feels so good to be like, wow, like you're not gonna give me a confusing look, like you get it, like it's just so comforting, such a comforting situation. I've met so many faculty and staff members at Union who are supporting me, not for no reason, but like they just go above and beyond. Pastor Rich Carlson, where I was in a class of his and I was just struggling with my anxiety, and it was kind of just affecting my performance in his class. And so I went into the meeting with him and I had a list of things. I said, I'm willing to do this, 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 and this to like kind of make up for it. It's what I need. We didn't even get to that list during the conversation. The conversation was, what can he do for me? You know, like what I needed, how I was doing. That was when I was still figuring out how people at Union are. And so that was a key memory where I realized like the priority of faculty and staff are on the students. There's so many others, like there's so many other staff members who I've talked to, and I just leave meetings with them just feeling hopeful and lighter.
Sidney Grace Neal, Bachelor of Arts, International Relations, Bachelor of Arts History, minor in Business Administration, summa cum laude.
I could not have gotten through these 4 years if I was not at Union. Because I was at Union, I was at a place where I had friends who were intentional and went above and beyond to be supportive of me. And I had faculty and staff members who thought beyond completing what's on the rubric and more about developing me as an individual with where I was at.